Well, guess we're here. Hope this works. I'll change the title whenever I can. Welcome. I think we're going to be good tonight. I had a lot of trouble getting in here, but it appears to be okay. The stream seems to be fine. Hopefully we keep. There goes some thunder. Hopefully we're able to get this thing rolling. I'll change the I'll change the title and stuff here shortly. What's up, Kim? Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting. As always, you're the best. You guys are literally the best. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be on YouTube. Let's see if anybody shows up because we're late. Because I'm late. 40 minutes late. Let me see. Let me send out this clip. Welcome, Deanna. Hey, thank you for joining. I promise you, I would not be like postponing this story time. I'm gonna try to get like a few more people in here, and we're gonna get straight to the story. I don't even want to do no silly stuff. No, yeah, I'm on YouTube, good guys. I'm still on YouTube because of you guys. How are y'all doing in the house? Deanna got her new looks going. Kim, I got to watch your last video, but you had your. I saw your thumbnail, sensational, something like that. No, I'm not down. I was annoyed. I was annoyed before I cut this on. I'm gonna change my attitude. I was annoyed when I cut this on because I've been trying to go live for 10 minutes. I was trying to go live and I thought it wasn't gonna work. Are you an auntie? You somebody, aunt, right? We all somebody, aunt or uncle. I don't be claiming my nephews. I don't know if I got some for real. Right. Um, thank everybody for joining us. Nate, my man, what's up, boss? Um, this has been a very interesting time for us all. I don't like talking about that stuff because that's what's end up talking on a podcast. What is oh, I got a question. If I'm working on two Well, I'm working on one specific, very, very special episode of Culture Breakdown for this week. One very, very special episode. But the following week, I already have that planned out as well. I'm going to stop hitting the table. I'm sorry. I already have the following week planned out as well. I have to ask you guys favorite Culture Breakdown video and principle. There's only 3 people in here, so that shouldn't take long to like put that in here. Favorite video, favorite principle so far since you've been watching since, I don't know, Nate been here since the beginning, I feel like. Since the beginning of Culture Breakdown. Thank you for watching. Do y'all ever feel like you can't say like thank you enough? I don't know other words to express gratitude, but thank you is one. I want so many more people in here because this story time is like legit. It's really good. And I was feeling it last week and we kept getting shut down. We were supposed to be on to something funny this week. I hope it don't start raining because I gotta work out. Favorite video is probably the Lil Duval and the How to Build Rapport video. Oh, sweet. Favorite video is between Charlemagne and Joe Budden. Ooh, do y'all want to know my favorite video? Like favorite video? I don't know why. I really don't know why. I'm gonna tell you two things that are my favorite. I really like that Joe Budden video. I really like the Charlemagne video. I went back and watched that recently. I like the Duval video. Oh, Deanna on conference calls at 7:30 at night trying to get her. Hey, Rajira's mom. Deanna on conference calls at night trying to get her some more free wigs. We're gonna get started here in a second, but I gotta tell y'all my favorite, all-time favorite episode. I don't know why. My favorite Culture Breakdown episode is How to Tell Funniest Stories, Tiffany Haddish. That is my favorite video. I love that thumbnail. I love that video. I think it's funny. I like that video so much. So much I like that video. And then 2, my favorite person, and I'm gonna scream this to the heavens, like my all-time favorite person that I have covered is Ebony K. Williams. If you haven't seen that video, or if you have seen that video, go back and watch it. That's why it's pinned at the top of my page. She's my favorite person, period. She supports me a lot. We have conversations and love her. Like I love her to death. It's me almost like you guys support me. I freaking love her. It's crazy. Uh-oh. We're gonna have connection issues. Let's see. What is the let me check this and we're gonna get straight to it. 33-minute workout tonight. I don't care. I'm jumping. Jump rope every day. I'm jumping. All right, let's go. So last week, if you remember, I was telling y'all a story about when I was in middle school, and I agree with you, Kim. I do. She is great. She's my favorite person. Follow her on Instagram. I freaking love Ebony K. Williams. And that Killer Mike video was good. Something that I was thinking about, I keep trying to stop myself from making more content, but something that I was thinking about, and maybe I don't use. So like it's so much stuff that happened from that kid down as a principal, and it just didn't make it to the video. It didn't make it to the cutting room floor. I might start making videos separately for that, like some Culture Breakdown extras, or just bringing it to the live stream so I don't have a full length another video for other people to watch. All right, straight to the story time because I see that the storm is gonna distract and mess up my stream a little bit. So last week I was telling y'all this story where I got in a fight. I got in a fist fight with an older kid. And the kid was, well, he wasn't a kid. Well, I guess technically was. But I was in the 6th grade. He was in the 8th grade. And I looked up to him. He was like a big brother to me. He got offended by something I did or said on the bus, something that was very, very petty. He got offended by it on the bus. So he said he was going to beat me up when we got off the bus. And sure enough, we got off the bus and he punched me straight in the mouth. Just pow, punched me in the mouth. And it had been some years since I've been punched in the mouth for real. But he punched me like dead square in the mouth. And I took a couple steps back and he just rushed me and started throwing hands. And I tripped and I stumbled and I did like a little backflip. Like I was a tiny tot in gymnastics. I just did a backwards roll. So like just whoop. But I had my backpack on and then I was laying down I was in like that yoga position down. I was in the child's pose. You know how you do the child's pose? I was in the child's pose and he was punching me in the back. Punched me out in the back of my head. Just pop, 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 pop. He was knocking me around. And I was holding the back of his legs like this and I was trying to pull him down. I didn't want to fight, but now I'm on the ground. I'm getting punched in the back of my head. I'm getting punched in my back. Mind you, no, I didn't cry. Will and my cousin Will with the podcast and another one of my cousins they was out of school for spring break because we was in different cities. They was meeting me there every single day. But this particular day, they weren't there. And on my way there, he was like, I'm going to beat you up. And I was like, my cousin's going to be here. We going to beat you up because I didn't want to fight. I was like, we're going to jump this dude. He older, whatever. And if my cousins were there, we would have most certainly jumped them 3-on-1. But if we didn't jump them, I would have at least tried to fight. I would have tried to fight because I felt like if I lose, we're going to jump them, right? Right. I looked up to him, so I wasn't trying to fight him. But now I'm on the ground in child's pose, getting punched in the back of my head. That's not a part of yoga. And I'm trying to pull his legs, but I wasn't strong enough. So he kicked me a few times, just like, but it wasn't nothing like, I didn't get beat down. Like, I didn't really lose. I mean, I lost. I definitely got beat up. I got beat up. But I wasn't like beaten and battered. So I walk home. I get to the house. Will and Darius like, dang, man, you got in the fight. I didn't try very hard. Nope, I didn't try. But they was like, dang, man, you got in the fight. We should have been out there if it had your back. Cause I was like, too late now, bro. It is what it is. We went back out, tried to find them. We couldn't find them. Whatever. Years go by now. I'm in the 8th grade. It's been 4 years. 4 years have gone by. I'm in the 8th grade because I failed the 6th grade the first time. So I was in middle school for 4 years. I was in the 8th grade. He was then a junior or a senior in high school. And he was dating an 8th grader. Kind of building character here. And I'll tell you his name too. His name was Javon. I don't know his last name, but his name was Javon. So he was dating this girl, and she was best friend with my girlfriend, who was also in 8th grade. She said I said something about her. I never liked the girl, but I also never said anything negative about her. One day, like, high school kids went to school later than us, so we had the same bus stop, but he would come to the bus stop 30 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour later than me. One day my bus was late and it wasn't coming, or I missed it, and we ended up at the bus stop at the same time. I'm in the 8th grade. He's a junior. We ended up at the bus stop at the same time, and he was like, "You was talking about my girlfriend, blah blah blah." I was like, "No, bro. Like, I wasn't talking about her." He was like, "Just be a man. If you was talking about her, tell me." And I was like, bro, I wasn't talking about it. Like I really wasn't talking about it. This is a live stream. I'm telling y'all real stories. I really wasn't talking about the girl. I like, no, bro, I don't talk about her. I don't even like your girlfriend, bro. So I don't talk about her, period. And so he was like, well, if I find out you talking about it, I'm gonna beat you up like I did however many years ago. I'm gonna beat you up, blah, 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 blah. I was like, bet. It is what it is. I was with this chick who usually, yeah. So I was with this chick. She was usually like, she just rode the bus with me. She was also at that house party I was telling y'all about a couple weeks ago. That was one of the girls. We left to start walking to school because we assumed we missed the bus. It's like 6:30, 7 o'clock. We probably missed the bus. So we started going to walk towards school, which my school is like 2, maybe 3 miles away. We started walking towards school. And next thing you know, I hear her say, no, Javon, leave him alone. You don't got to fight him. And I turned around. He was coming down the hill, power walking. He was like, power walking down the hill. And I was like, all right, man. Now I'm older. I'm stronger. But I'd already got beat up one time. So it's not about happening again. This not happening again. So I dropped my backpack. I was like, bet, we going to fight this time. I'm not going to not fight. We're going to fight this time. If I lose, it's going to be because I fought back for real. So, bam. We in the middle of the street squaring up like, what's up? What's up? Yeah, right. Like, we in the middle of the street. He like, what's up? What's up? I'm like, come on. I've been dropped my backpack. Drop backpack dead. If y'all follow me on Instagram, I wear a lot of hoodies. And I had a hoodie on with my like house keys and stuff in it. So he like standing in front of me. And this time, like, this is exactly how the fight go off. I gotta scoot back, so I'm not kidding y'all. Hold on. This is exactly how the fight go off. This is how it pop off. He like, what's up? What's up? And he talking like you want to talk about my girlfriend? You talk about my girlfriend, and I just pop off. Just bam, punched him right in the mouth. Just bam, punched him in the mouth. And I stepped back like, what's good? And he got pissed. He was like, he was shocked because the last time we fought, I didn't swing at all. So this time my straight just popped off on him. Just. He put his hands up. I just bam, punched him dead in the mouth. And then he kind of was like stunned. He took a couple steps back, and then he rushed me. And we just started throwing hands. You know, fighting, we just throwing hands, and I'm stepping back. He's the one pushing me forward for sure. So I'm the one going. I'm backpedaling, but I'm not losing. I'm just backpedaling. Shoot. The rain is going down a little bit, so hopefully it'll stay calm. We good. So I stumble over the curve, the sidewalk. I stumble over the curve and I do a backflip. Again, I do a little gymnastics position, same thing. Punch him in the back of my head, just pop, pop, pop. Punch him in the back. This time, like I'm in that same position. This time I grab him by the back of the legs like I did when I was in like I was in 6th grade. But this time I pull one time and I scoop him. Like I literally lift him off his leg and I power drive him into the ground. Like I just, boom, I power drive him into the ground. He landed on his back and on his way down, I punched him dead in the mouth. Like I scooped him, boom, bam, punched him. It was like one foul swoop. It was just one combo, just boom, drive them. I'm gonna wait for the scooped them, power drive them, punched them all in one motion, and I'm stepping over him like Lou Will did. I mean, like AI did Lou Will. I step over him and I see this direction coming towards me. I see the police. So then I spin around and I spin around and I say, "Oh, chill, police." And he just rushed me and just started throwing hands. He hit me a couple times. I fell to the ground, and then he really just beat the crap out of me at that point. Like he just started punching me. He kicked me a few times, but the police pull up. Like it felt like forever, bro. Like I wasn't trying to fight back because I saw the police. I saw the police with my own eyes. It felt like forever I was on the ground getting beat up. Like he was just boom, boom, kicking me. because I was winning the fight. So he, like, I'm sitting there waiting for the police. The police pull up and they break us up. And then I'm in the 8th grade, bro. They immediately like they handcuff us both. So now I'm in the handcuffs. 10 years old. They put me in handcuffs. Put me in handcuffs like I'm here. Like, hold on, let me lower the screen. I'm like here. They put me in handcuffs and they take me to the side of the car. They talk to him. They talk to me. And he lived probably like 3 houses away from where we was fighting. He lived like literally right there. So they put me in handcuffs as a minor, and they like say to me, "Where do you live at, son?" And like they're like, "Where do you live at, son?" And I tell them like I live. Oh, let me change the title of this real quick in the thing real quick. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Pause. Okay, I'm good now. Sorry. And I'll change the pic. All right. So so they're like, "Where do you live at, son?" And I say, like, I live down this street, whatever. Um, and I said, he was like, "Are your parents at home?" Like, "No, sir." I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's getting serious, right?" His mom. So he was like, "We need to contact your parents. Are your parents home?" And I was like, "Nah, my mom not home, man." And I told him straight up, bro. Like, I'm in the handcuffs. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Like, my mom's not home, and she ain't coming home. I'm straight up. You can call her. She not coming to get me, bro. Like, my mom, she working at Wells Fargo at the time, Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, and she was. I'm gonna pull this down a little bit. She was working at Wells Fargo Home Mortgage. This how it was. She was working at Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, and she worked like an hour away. And y'all know black moms ain't missing work for nothing. So I was like, bro, she ain't home and she ain't coming home. You can call her. I'm telling you right now, she not coming home, bro. And I wish I heard her side of the story. So he called. I gave her her phone number. He called, and she was like, "I'm not coming to get him. Y'all take him home or take him to school. I'm not coming back home." Like, that's not an option because her and my stepdad had one car, so he would have to get off work to come pick her up, and then she would have. It would take them an hour and a half to get home, if that, if not two. She was like, "I'm not coming to get him. Take him to school." So they put me in the handcuffs. I was still in the handcuffs, and they threw me in the back of the car, like, duck your head, put me in the back seat. And I don't know if y'all ever been in the back seat of a police car, but there's literally no space. I'm a big person, but I was big then. Like, I was at least at 14, I was like at 14, I was like 6'1", 6'2" maybe. So like literally behind the driver's seat and the passenger seat, it's a metal sheet. It's just a metal sheet plus that little rack that's up at the top that you see in the movie. So it's a metal sheet right there. It's no leg room. So I was in the back seat of the cop car like this with my feet up, had my feet up on the thing like this, like, and I was in the back, and they drove me all the way to school in handcuffs. And I was in my head, I was like, dang, bro, I'm in handcuffs. But you know, when you're a kid, you want to look hard. I was like, bro, I'm gonna look real hard in front of everybody, bro. I hope it's a fire alarm. Like, I hope it's a fire drill today when I get to school. I hope it's mad people that see me get out this car. I was like, I'm gonna boost my rep. They gonna stop playing with me, bro. They gonna stop playing. They gonna learn, bro. That's how I was acting. So I get to school, and in my head, you gotta understand, for this entire 10-minute drive to school, in my head, there's a fire alarm, and there's hundreds of kids outside. There's if there's not hundreds of kids outside, there's plenty of other kids outside in the middle of this, like it's a class change or something. I'm like, it's gonna be mad people out here, bro. Mad people. We get to school. Now, one person was out there. Not one person. So they get me out. They get me out the back. They pull up to the school. We get to school. Not one person is outside. So ain't nobody see this, bro. So they got me in handcuffs still. They walk me. So they walk me to. They walk me to the principal's office. Right before we walk into the principal's office, my girlfriend and one of her best friends saw me. They was like, "Oh no, what happened?" I was like, you know what I'm saying, trying to play it cool out, like, man, you know what I'm saying. Now I'm in the office, sitting in the principal's office. I mean, outside the principal's office, waiting. A few students walk in and out. People tapping on the glass, like, "Dang, bro, what's happened? What got you jammed up, bro?" You know, I'm playing hard. I'm like, "It's good, bro. I'm good, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm good, bro." So I was like, "I'm good, bro. Don't worry about it." So they got me in the cuffs still. They take me. I don't know why I was in handcuffs that long, by the way. They take me again. I'm a minor, bro. I was 14 years old. They got me in handcuffs. I've been in handcuffs for an hour almost now. So they take me into the principal office, take the handcuffs off. Principal said, "What happened?" She said, "This is still, the bus stop is still considered school property." We weren't even at the bus stop. It started there, but we wasn't even at the bus stop no more. So she put me in school suspension. So I was in school suspension for the rest of the day. And then by lunchtime, like, cause y'all get together at lunchtime. At lunchtime, everybody had heard about the fight. Homegirl that was there, she told everybody that I got in the fight and I was beating him up. She told everybody the story. And she said, and so my reputation boosted a little bit. So, oh yeah. I was like 6 foot, 6'1", something like that. Probably 200 plus pounds. A fat kid. Y'all seen me in them pictures. The pictures with the braids and the earrings, I was 15 in that picture. 16, maybe 16, I guess. Whatever it said. Anyway, so my reputation grew a little bit. Nobody was messing with me in school anyway. Remember, this kid was in high school. So people was hearing about it, but that was like my first encounter ever with the police at any age. And I was handcuffed, thrown in the back of a car, and drugged to school. Um, and it was what it was. Yeah, like the story had crazy versions by the time I got to lunch. I never really even talked about it like that. We got in the fight, bro. It was what it was. And I did not get in trouble at home. My mom asked me what happened, and I said he tried to fight me, so I fought back. I didn't do nothing, and she was just like, "Okay." She was upset because I had a hoodie on and I lost my house keys. She was mad about that though. Um, so I was working at a retail store called Gander Mountain, outdoor sporting goods store. I was a manager, one of six or seven managers, and I had a store. I had a key to the store, but we didn't clock in until 5:30 a.m. We didn't clock in until 5:30 in the morning. So it's like 5. I had to come from 40 minutes away. So I always left my house super early on truck days. On Mondays, we had to be at the store by 5:30. I always get there super early. But this particular day, I woke up feeling good. So I got to work probably about 5 o'clock. Alex, my guy Alex was the receiving manager. Alex would get in, normally be the first person there. And then there's other older guy named Mr. Mac. So Alex and Mr. Mac normally be the first people there. They would arrive about 5:10, 5:15, 5:20. Us three would be the first three people at the store in the morning times. But this particular morning, I was feeling pretty good. I got to work at about 5 o'clock. I was there about 5 o'clock, maybe 5:05, 5:10, but nobody else was there. There was no Mr. Matt. There was no Alex. I was just there by myself, sitting outside the store. So I'm sitting outside the store and I'm playing my video game on my phone. And I told this story in one of my story time videos, but I'm gonna go in more detail now because I don't have to edit it for time's sake. So I was in the um car playing my game on my phone, and out the corner of my eye, I see a police officer pulling up. So I'm parked this way, like facing the building, and he's coming into the parking lot like this. They always come into the parking lot. They circle around the building, the perimeter to make sure, because it's also a school attached to like the parking lot. So he would circle around and whatever. But this time he like came into the parking lot and made a beeline straight towards me, like just straight here. Um, are y'all chatting up in there? I don't see nothing in here. All right. So why is it called a beeline? Anywho, he was coming straight towards me, and I saw him. I ain't paying him no attention. I ain't paying him no attention. Like I look out the side of my eye, I'm like, whatever, bro. I'm playing the game. Homeboy, poof, cut the lights on. Sucker's mad bright. Like he cut, police got them bright lights, just poof. So now my car lit up, and I'm like, man, I have a serious attitude at this point. Like I'm real, like I feel some kind of way that he being super extra. So like I'm sitting in the car, light shining in my face. I can't even see my game no more. He sit there for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then he gets out the car, and I'm still not even looking over there. I'm like not even acknowledging that he's there. He gets out the car, taps on my window, but with his light. Like he got his light in his hand, so he like, and didn't say anything. So he bangs on my window with his light, with his flashlight, and then I roll down the window, and he was like, "Is there a reason why you're outside of this closed establishment at the morning time?" I was like, "Yeah, bro." Oh, by the way, I was in Arkansas. I meant to say that. I was in Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas. He was like, "Is there a reason why you're outside of this closed establishment?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is, bro." He was like, "What are you doing outside of this building?" I'm like, "I work here, bro. I'm a manager. I have store keys. Would you like me to open the door, bro?" He was like, "I need to see your license and registration now." Not like, fam. All right, bro. So I might even been like, why? But I was like, bro, I'm not doing nothing wrong. And again, I have on the hood. And let me also go back and set the scene a little bit. This is also during the time of like the shootings of Trayvon Martin and Freddie Gray. It's like it's 2015. It's 2015. So it's in the midst of all of this like Black Lives Matter movement and all of these kids being shot and killed. and having hoodies on and all this other stuff. So I have a hood on because it's 5:30 in the morning and I'm going to unload a truck, bro. So he's like mad aggressive. So I give him my license. I give him my license and registration, and he gets in his car. And I feel like maybe he pulled around to the back. I don't know. But he gets in his car and he stay in his car mad long, like long. So now I'm in the car, like, bro, I really hope Alex and Mr. Mac pull up soon, cause I need to like understand. Like, I mean, I need them to like understand, but I'm not panicking. I'm just like, I hope Mr. Mac and Alex pull up. So then another car pull up, and I'm like, I'm still not panicking. I'm more on the side of like being extremely irritated. So it's like I'm like super irritated. So I'm like, what are they doing, bro? Then he goes to the car. So he was parked on the side of me. The other car comes behind me. He goes to the car behind me. They talk for a while. They talk for a while, and then he comes back to me like even more aggressive. Why is your car registered? Like, why is your license plate registered to a truck? And I was like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. My, I'm assuming in retrospect, I had an Alabama tag, and I'm assuming he ran it as an Arkansas tag. I don't know that to be a fact, but he's like mad aggressive. So he goes back to the other car, comes back to me, and then he tells me, "Get out the car now. Get out of the car now." So I'm like, "Shoot, bro." And I got my hood on, and I got another cop story, but I got my hood on, and no, I'm not gonna say that story, but I got my hood on. I don't have it on. I have a hoodie on though. And so I get out of the car, and he tells me to come to the back of the car. I get to the back of the car. They put me down on the hood, and they like ask, "Do you have any weapons on you? Do you have any guns or weapons on you?" Um, he said, "Do you have any weapons on you? Do you have any weapons or anything that we need to know about?" I'm going to unload a truck, so I'm like, "Yeah, I got a box cutter in my pocket." And now they getting like mad aggressive about the box cutter. But I have on what do you call it? I have on tactical pants. So I got like 20 pockets on. Like I got this pocket, this pocket, this pocket, this pocket, this pocket. My pockets got pockets. And so they getting mad aggressive. They can't find the thing. I'm on the hood of the car like this, legs spread. They searching me, they pat me down. And they getting more and more aggressive and like starting to ask me like irrelevant questions to the point where I don't even remember everything they were saying to me because I'm not crying. I was see some gloss on my face, but to the point where I'm not even sure what they were asking me. I was just in the mindset of like they they have me like now at this point they have me with my hands on the hood and I have my hands on the hood and like it's just like how can I explain it? Like I'm kind of like not there. Like I'm really thinking about like a lot of other stuff. Like, bro, am I really gonna get shot like this? Like, am I really gonna like? Do my wife have to like deal with that? Like, it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just start having like surreal thoughts in your head, and now like when he told me to get out of the car is when I started panicking. But now I'm like, bro, uh, I might not make it out of this situation, bro. Like for real. And I was like, it was weird. And so I'm sitting there, and in my head, I'm just like, bro, I hope Alex or Mr. Max show up. Like, please, bro, please. Cause in my, I'm like, I'm gonna make it out of this, bro. I really was like, I'm not gonna make it out of this if they don't show up. I'm at the very minimum going to jail. So over nothing. I ain't done nothing. So I'm like, bro, this is crazy. So they getting more and more aggressive. And then next thing you know, a car pulls in. And I see it's Alex. I was like, oh, thank God, bro. And he drives around the police car because he parks in the same spot every day, which is like right where I'm right beside me. So he drives around the police car. He rolls down the window and like, hey, what you done did, man? And he just starts cracking jokes. And I'm like, nothing, bro. Like, it was like, hey, man, you getting in trouble? And he gets out of the car, starts smoking his cigarettes. And the cops go over to him, ask him some questions. They come back to me and was like, you can go, bro. And like, we get in the store, and it's like a talking point for the rest of the day. And I really was like, bro, at this point, I was really like not trying to be the victim. I was not trying to be like, oh, I'm black, so they pulled me over and they was harassing me because I was black. Like, I wasn't thinking that at all. I was just thinking like they was just doing their job, but I was like, they just doing their job, but being extra aggressive about it. And I didn't appreciate it. Then come like 8 o'clock when like our cashiers and stuff started arriving, my cashier was like, bro, I be out there all the time early. And they ain't never said nothing to me. He was like, matter of fact, that same cop drove past me yesterday and just shook his head. And I was like, bro, that's when it dawned on me, like, for real, bro, I really had got furious at that point because he was laughing like, bro, that ain't never happened to me. This white guy, older white guy. He was like, that's crazy. That's never happened to me. And I literally was like, I was like, bro, for real, bro, like, they almost beat me down, shot me, or took me to jail over some stuff that they literally be waving and smiling and laughing at you every day, bro. Like, you know who it is. So I was pissed. Like, I set him straight. I was like, nah, bro, it's not funny, son. Like, I'm not playing like that. It's not funny at all to me. I was like, because I could have really got killed over this, bro. And so that was the time where I got profiled and shoot and technically almost killed because I was out there by myself. Now, another thing is I was at Gander Mountain. This is the third story, and I might share a fourth one, a brief, short one. That'd be pretty funny. But depending on how long this one goes. But yes, privilege. Uh, the third story was I was. um, it was a couple months later, and me and one of the managers were doing an overnight reset. His name is Corey, white guy from Wisconsin. He ain't never felt no cold weather. Like, it's 30 degrees outside in Arkansas. He walking around with a short sleeve button up t-shirt. I mean, short sleeve button up shirt. Got a rugged beard, big hair. You know what I'm saying? Just a caveman. That was my guy. Corey was my guy. So we was doing a reset one night, and we was doing the reset in the store, meaning like fixing his department up, not mine, but his department up, getting ready for a corporate visit. And Corey like, let's go get some food, bro. Let's go get some food. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. Finna go get some food. So I got gas, bro. Where'd it come from? I don't want to fart on camera. Dang. Shoot. um. So y'all silly. Y'all are goofy. So, what was I saying? Oh, so we was in the middle of this reset. He like, let's go get some food, bro. So he go get some food. We leave the store, and we see a police officer walking, and he's down the street. He's down the not down the block, but at the business attached to us. No, I'm in that is having okay. So so what was I saying? Oh, so we see a police officer. He's down at the next store attached to us. It was 3 stores. It was Gander Mountain, Mardale's, and then Tractor Supply. He was down at Tractor Supply looking inside the windows, trying to see what's going on. And then he starts walking towards us, but we just doing our job, you know what I'm saying? So we walking towards Corey's car, and I have my hood on. Got my hood on, hands in my pocket. It's 30 degrees outside. Corey got on a button-down shirt, sleeves this long. 30 degrees outside. So I'm walking, got my hands in my pocket, and I'm going, and the guy goes, "Hey!" And then he was like, Stop where you are." I was like, "What the freak?" Corey was like, "Hey, stop, bro. I can't not hear. Like, it's wind blowing, but I got my hoodie on." So, like, it was like, "Stop where you are." And we stopped, we turn around, and he starts shooting. Pow, 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 pow. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. That would have took a crazy turn. You've been like, what? That story just took a nuts turn. All right. Nah, he didn't really start shooting. I'm joking. So, when we turn around and he's screaming, he's yelling, and he has his hand on his holster. He's screaming and yelling. I don't know what he's saying. Like, I really don't know what he's saying. I'm freezing. Like, I'm like, bro, what the freak, bro? But the wind blowing, headphone. I mean, I got my hoodie on, and Corey goes, "Bro," he said, "take your hoodie off, bro. Like, what are you doing?" So I pulled my hoodie off. I was like, I ain't hear him, bro. He was screaming like, "Take your hoodie off now." Excuse me. He wasn't saying take your hoodie off. He was saying take your hands out of your pockets now. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even know if it was the same cop, to be honest with you. I don't think so. No, it wasn't the same cop. But here's the crazy part. He was saying take your hands out of your pockets now. I'm not gonna lie. Police etiquette number one, you probably shouldn't have your hands in your pocket. It's 30 degrees outside, bro. Of course, I got my hands in my pocket and the hood on. He was like screaming, "Take your hands out of your pocket now." And I wasn't complying because I couldn't hear him. He was far, bro, like 30 yards away. And he had his hand on his holster. He might have pulled his gun out. He was like, "Take your hands out of your pocket." So I take my hands out of my pocket. Me and Corey both raise our hands slowly. He walks up on us, and I kid y'all not, bro. Talk about some privilege. Talk about privilege, bro. He walks up to us, asks us, "What are we doing?" Like, this is almost the exact scenario that just happened to me a couple months ago. I'm outside a closed establishment, right? In the wee hours of the morning. He says, "What are y'all doing?" Corey said, "We're doing the reset inside. I'm a manager." He said, "I need to see both of y'all licenses right now." Corey hands him his license. I'm pulling my license out. He looks at Corey's license and said, "Y'all good to go." That's how the story ends. He said, "Y'all good to go." He looked at the white man license and said, "Y'all good to go." I ain't even get a chance to pull my license out. What Corey told him was enough of a story, and that story sufficed for that to happen. And we got in the car. We got to the car, and we could see he had put his handprints on the car. He had been looking in the car. And Corey was like, bro, you was trying to get shot. Like, we was making jokes because he right. I shouldn't have had my hands in my pocket. But I was like, bro, you understand that this wouldn't have happened? Like, I would have been killed if you weren't here, bro. Like, literally just 2 months ago, they was harassing me and pulled up 2 or 3 cops just for me. And now it's both of us. And they just was like, you can go now. Like, isn't that crazy, bro? That he just let us go? Like, son, I'm like, man, I'm not. So at that point, I learned a lot of things about dealing with the police. And when I got in sales, I really got good at dealing with the police. I'm telling y'all right now, bro. I Since I got in sales, I was driving more often, speeding more often, and having way more traffic violations than I ever did before I got in sales. And I haven't received a ticket since. I just know how to talk to them. But at that time, it wasn't that I didn't know how to talk to them. They were just some peculiar situations, some odd scenarios, bro. It was trying to get me, bro. I could possibly not be here telling y'all these crazy stories. Somebody else could have been telling my story in a Netflix special. For real. For real. I told y'all in that one video, if you ain't seen that, you should watch it. How to get out of tickets. I ain't be getting no tickets. None. I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is just a quick story. I don't know if I said it in that one video because I try not to brag about that stuff so nobody the next time I get pulled over, police don't see my video and give me a ticket. Um, when I was in Phoenix, I had a Chrysler 300 and I didn't have my license plate was expired. I didn't have my license plate was expired. My insurance was expired. It was a couple different things. I was driving and I shouldn't have been driving. Let me just thank you, Kim. I was driving and I shouldn't have been driving. Just straight up. I shouldn't have been driving. And I was driving to Sierra Vista and I get pulled over by the cops. And on this particular day, I didn't have my license. I had lost my wallet the night before, and I had been looking for it all morning long. I lost my wallet. We get pulled over. Cop tell me to get out the car, come around to his vehicle, all that stuff. My man straight up told me I have 4 traffic violations, like driving without a license, suspended. Nah, driving without a license, wasn't speeding, but driving without a license, um, no license plate, no like expired license plate, no insurance card on me or something else, and something else. Like it was 4 different citations that he told me about. We had a great conversation, and I walked out. He said, "I'm just gonna give you a warning. See you later." He gave me a piece of paper and said, "I'm just gonna give you a warning. See you later." And I asked him because I was on my way to work. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I asked him, "Sir, I was driving an hour away to do some work. Should I turn around and go home and get these things that you gave me a ticket for, or you could have gave me a ticket for? Thank you for not. Should I have? Should I go home or should I keep going? What's your suggestion, sir?" And he was like, "I'm not gonna tell you what to do, sir. I'm just gonna tell you this: if you get pulled over again, the other officer will give you a ticket. I'm just being nice to you." And I said, "Yes, sir. Thank you." I pulled over. Since I had somebody in my car, I pulled over and pretended like something was wrong with my insurance. It was nothing wrong. I hadn't paid it. I was I called my manager. My manager said, "Keep going. If everything's good, keep going." So I pretended like everything was good. I kept going. I drove all the way to Sierra Vista. Worked the entire day. Everything was good. Thought we saw an alien out there. That's another story for you. We saw aliens. Um, then we drove back from Sierra Vista, and I got pulled over again, almost in the same spot, just on the opposite side of the highway. I got pulled over again by another officer. He told me the same thing. He had 4 citations, and if somebody else pulled me over, they're gonna give me a ticket, but he gonna give me a warning. Finesse, getting out of it. I wouldn't get no tickets. When is the alien story coming? It ain't that long of a story, but I definitely we was spooked the freak out. We we was trying to figure out what the freak was going on. If I had more alien stories, maybe I would connect all of them. But that's literally like the only time I thought like, and I don't believe in aliens, or maybe I don't know. I legit was like, bro, this might be it, bro. Why? And we was like talking to each other like, why is nobody else noticing this? I was furious. Um. Anywho, thank you guys. That was another strong power hour story time. Next week we will be back with another story time. I had one. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do next week. Yeah. So come back next week. I got some other stuff. I think it's weird to assume that we're the only people. I mean, we're the only life forms that exist on this earth is the only thing that exists. I think that's a peculiar thought to have. But thank you guys again for rocking with me. This was a great story time. I hope y'all enjoyed it. But next week it's going down again. I don't know. Let me see. This story is a little bit suspenseful. Definitely some comedy. I'm always gonna bring y'all some kind of laughter. Um, and then the uh, the story is good. It's entertaining, very entertaining. All right, thank you guys so much. What Maya? Uh, what she say? Uh, Shameless Maya said, "Peace, love, and happiness." I'm out. Thank you, Roger.